Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I just want to say welcome to all the new members and thank you to all the old ones. Guys, we're almost at 700 subs. It might seem small to some, but to me it's showing that I'm going in the right direction. And with that being said, let's start the video. So as you all know, I've been playing a lot of Elite Dangerous. I have almost 100 hours in the game, and now I haven't gotten a chance to do everything the game has to offer, but I've done a lot of stuff already and traveled to many different systems, and I'm at a comfortable spot to where I can talk about the game. Let's talk about the story. So, well, this game doesn't really have a story. It's more of a make your own story depending on the factions that you join and the missions that you get to choose from. The faction missions range from smuggling, combat, salvage, and many more that will earn you credits or have you go into jail like I did. And depending on where you're at on the map, you might have a really long flight back. I highly suggest that you play with friends. The game is good solo, but playing with your friends makes this game 10 times better. And that way you guys can make your own memories and your own story. Let's talk about the world. So this game is a one-for-one recreation of our entire Milky Way galaxy. So yeah, it's big. And since the Odyssey update, you're able to land on planets and explore them. Some planets have bunkers and different places to land at, and with NPCs that scan you to see if you have crimes, it makes the universe seem just a little bit more alive. And with how big the game is, you'll be playing for a while and still never be able to see it all. Let's talk about the gameplay. So one thing I really like about this game is the many different missions that you can go on. It's easy to select and just to head to a mission, and with there being so many of them to choose from, it just gives a little bit more variety than some other games. I really like the fact that you can take a shuttle to your missions. Whoever came up with that idea really needs a raise. You don't understand how many times I've been stuck and needed a ride, and boom, I call them and here they come running faster to my kids than when I'm trying to sneak a bag of chips. When I first started the game, flying your own ship was kind of difficult. Now, I was using my PS5 controller the whole time because mouse and keyboard was just not it for me. But after a while, you get the hang of flying. The one thing I really had to get down pat was how gravity works in this game. And when flying fast next to a planet, it could slingshot you far across the galaxy. There are some tutorials online that show an easy way to help you out with it, but playing with the controller was difficult to execute it because of the way the buttons are set up. So keep that in mind when you're playing with the controller. Some of the missions will have you go into these bunkers and either doing illegal things or dropping something off to somebody. Because other missions will have you dogfighting in space and looking for bounties. I actually enjoyed the missions, even though some of them I did die doing when I first started. But after a while, you'll have the money to buy new ships and new gear to help you in the fight. Let's talk about the combat. Combat is actually good. The starting tutorial helps shows how the combat will be. Guns felt pretty good. Some I liked more than others, but they didn't feel too bad. The space combat wasn't too bad either. Fights are fast, and if you're not careful, you can get killed in an instant. Especially if your ship isn't well equipped. A well equipped ship goes a long way. Some have multi-crew ships, and you and your buddies can man the guns or take a fighter out of the bay and attack the enemy. The ground combat is also pretty fast paced, and with enemies that just run forward and attack without thinking, it just keeps you running and ducking behind cover so you don't die. Now, all of this is good and all, but this brings me to everybody's favorite part. Let's talk about the cons. So the game ran well for me, but there were a lot of times where I would get in the ship and the game would just crash. But after I loaded back in, I was fine. Or sometimes the mission just wouldn't load properly, and when we got to the mission zone, we couldn't find the mission at all. My second con is more of a complaint. But if you're going to make us not be able to walk around our ships, please change most of the interior of the ships. A lot of them just look exactly the same, with the exception of some that look different. My third con is that most of the missions just felt exactly the same. And doing illegal missions didn't really feel rewarding, at least for the part that I was on. I just felt like I was losing money going to jail over and over, and having to pay so much money just to taxi my ship to me. Elite Dangerous is a good game, and I've been having a lot of fun with it. From flying too close to the sun, to having dogfights in space, I give Elite Dangerous a 8 out of 10. Really fun game, especially with friends. I would wait until it's on sale though to grab it, but let me know down in the comments below if you like the game or you hate it. And join the Discord and let's grow our community. Take care.